and welcome to episode 4 of the State Grade Show. My name is Gab Tobias and I'm joined here tonight by Sam Begg, a communications coordinator here at Tennis Victoria. Welcome, Sam.
Thanks, Gab. It's great to be here on my first episode.
We have subbed you in this week. We're normally joined by Sean Spralia, but Sean has left us for warmer climates. I get it, I would too. So he's off on holiday, so Sam's joining us, which is fantastic. Sam, we're on site at Grace Park Hawthorn Club, which is very exciting. You're wearing a very exciting t-shirt. Do you want to tell us about it?
I am indeed. Well, Tennis Victoria is taking part, our pennant teams, in the push-up challenge.
That's right. So we've just done a live news cross with Channel 10 News, which is very exciting. You had to do push-ups. I chose lunges cleverly.
Yeah, so don't watch the playback, that's for sure. There was some interesting looking push-ups by the end of the minute. So yeah, I would avoid that.
It was a really long minute, wasn't it?
It was.
Everyone did really well. So obviously we're promoting the push-up challenge. We want all pennant clubs to get involved and be part of it. It's a really important initiative, and it's a big part of the community round that we're doing this week. So join the push-up challenge. We'll have more info about that soon. But going ahead, before we go ahead, let's look back.
Let's recap on the weekend matches. So for the men's, Faulkner had an impressive 4-2 win over previously unbeaten MCC Glen Iris Valley. Former Thai Davis Cup player and Faulkner Club coach Chanchai Sukdoneng won his #1 singles and doubles rubbers, but it was 2 clutch singles victories by Ken Kavrak and Marlino Pasquale in match tiebreakers that carried the home side to victory. Kooyong triumphed 4-2 at home over North Ringwood, with Cooper Airy and David Hoff winning their singles rubbers as well as teaming up for a doubles win. Tennis World moved into 4th position on the ladder with a 4-2 road win over Eildon Park, with Zach Osborne picking up match tiebreak wins at both #2 doubles and #2 singles for the victors. Royal South Yarra picked up a 4-2 win over Grace Park Hawthorn to keep themselves in the running for the finals. In the women's, Diggers Rest are looking like the team to beat, remaining undefeated with a 5-1 victory over Grace Park Hawthorn this week. Belle Thompson and Sayaki McCulloch won in straight sets at #1 and #2 singles, and teamed up for another victory at #1 doubles. Kooyong only dropped 1 set on the day, and Gabrielle Villegas put the competition on notice with a 6-love win at #1 singles. Bo Morris went down, love 6 to Royal South Yarra, with RSY picking up their first win of the season, let's go RSY, by winning each rubber in straight sets.
Sam, a fantastic weekend of tennis was just had. Good job showing your RSY bias there.
Yep, I am an occasional emergency for RSY, so I thought I'd show my loyalty in there.
Fantastic. We headed down to Kooyong on the weekend. We caught up with the Kooyong women's match, which was Kooyong versus Harkaway, and also the Kooyong men's match. They were both on site at the same time. Kooyong men played North Ringwood. While at Kooyong, Sam, we also caught up with a few of the players. Thanks to them for having a chat to us. You can catch up with their interviews now.
So far we won our first doubles 3-3, and then our other team won the first set 6-3. We're 3rd on the ladder right now, and generally we've been pretty strong. We've just been a good team. We've been working well together, so yeah, it's pretty good so far. Pretty strong.
Yeah, it's really strong.
Yeah, some of the best players in Vic, which is really good to compete against them, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah, really grateful that we get to play for Kooyong.
Yeah.
In state league.
Really good. I feel like our team environment's really good, and yeah, we're encouraging each other.
Yeah, we've had a couple of close matches, lots of juices, and yeah, excited for the next ones.
Amazing tennis, and yeah, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Good matches every week, and always know we're going to have tough opponents.
Yeah.
We've had the last, I think all our matches have been 3-3.
Like
in
we're
rubbers,
climbing the ranks.
So
yeah,
they're just like, they're getting closer and closer, so I feel like could go either way any week.
Sam, last week we introduced something very exciting to the State Grade Show, the MVP Award. So we're going to have a look now at the ladders and see who's on top of the MVP for the men's and women's competitions. In the men's, we have Chanchai Sukdoneng from Faulkner Park leading the table of the MVP with now votes and points, followed by Jack Bruce Smith from Royal South Yarra Lawn and David Huff from Kooyong Lawn Tennis Club. In the women's, we have Nicole Mullen from Grace Park Hawthorn Club on top of the table, followed by Belle Thompson from Diggers Rest Tennis Club and Miranda Poile from Grace Park Hawthorn Club. Looking ahead at this week's round, Sam, who have we got coming up on this weekend's matches?
Let's take a look. In the men's, Tennis World will be taking on MCC Glen Iris Valley. North Ringwood will be hosting Grace Park Hawthorn, and RSY will be taking on Eildon Park. Then, a top-of-the-table clash between Kooyong and Faulkner will round out the men's weekend. And in the women's, Grace Park will be taking on Royal South Yarra. Beau Morris will host Harkaway. And then the second top of the table clash of the weekend will be Diggers Rest versus Kooyong.
So I've kicked off Sam from our live cross at Grace Park Hawthorn Club because he needs a rest. But we've got Miranda from Grace Park here. Now we just called out you on the MVP list. You are sitting third.
I can't believe it. That's awesome. I don't know who voted for me, but thank you.
It's half votes, half performance. So, you know, if you're winning, you're going to get lots of votes as well. So how are you finding state grade so far?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, the level is there, the intensity's there. I love the on-court coaching. I prefer the afternoon time, and I think the competitive matchups have been really good.
Fantastic.
And, yeah, it's exciting.
And how's the team going so far? Had quite a few wins?
Yeah, we're going pretty well. We were second on the ladder, and I'm not sure where we're at after this past weekend, but definitely had a few wins and enjoying the team atmosphere.
We're about to do the ladders in just a second, so that's a good segue, but we'll get to the second. Who's been really performing well for your team? Obviously, you're sitting third. Nicole Mullins sitting on top of the ladder of the MVP award as well. So Grace Park is dominating there. I assume that she's been having some good matches.
Yeah, she has. I've had the pleasure of playing doubles with her, and she's been so good in the doubles, and then in the singles as well. I think she's won all her matches in singles except for on the weekend against Diggers Rest when she was playing at 2. So she's a solid performer for us.
Fantastic. And this weekend will be the push-up challenge weekend. Is Grace Park Hawthorn going to get involved?
Yes, so we've got our group chat, and some of the girls have been messaging about the push-up challenge. Awesome. And I said, yep, like I've been practicing my push-ups in the gym. Oh. I'm like ready for the challenge.
Perfect,
so.
perfect. You can give Sam some tips because he was cooked after his 20 seconds. But thank you for joining us, Miranda. Sorry to pull you off court, but it's always great to have a real player on the State Grade Show.
Thanks so much for having me.
No worries. That was a great segue then from Miranda for the ladders for this weekend. Let's see who is sitting at top of the table. On the men's side, it is the Fawkner Tennis Club that still sits on top, and I know our friend Marlino Pasquale is very excited about that. He's throwing down the challenge to the Eastern Suburbs teams and says there's a new sheriff in town, so we'll see how long Fawkner can keep that top of the table spot. On the women's side, Diggers Rest have kept the top spot after their battle with Grace Park Hawthorn on the weekend. Taking that win has cemented their spot in the top position. Sam, we've got 2 top of the table clashes this weekend in the men's and women's state grade competitions. How exciting.
It's super exciting to have so much high quality tennis on in Melbourne, so be sure to head down to the courts and check out the matches.
You can see some of the players. Obviously each weekend we introduce them and we ask them each week a different question to get to know them a little bit better. This week we asked them to describe each other in their team, so keep watching and you can see what they had to say about each other.
That's a good question. I actually don't know. That's
chaotic, loud, sweet.
Raging bull. You're pretty calm, so
I hide it well.
I'd say Michael is, hot-headed. Loves to get in his opponent's face. And Sammy's just dedicated, bit of a machine. Fight all day, go all day.
I think Nick's he was a bit of a bot. He's just like see ball, smash ball.
Kira would be boisterous, a bit bonkers, and like Ava's the youngest, but she's the most mature.
You're clumsy
and passionate.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I called you expressive before, and I played doubles with her, so I would know.
You're moody. You're calling me moody.
Like I'm in the middle of something here that I don't want to be in the middle of.
Coop. He's a little bit like a quiet assassin.
Yeah, he's a bit quiet.
He's not silent, but he's quiet assassin. He looks very friendly, but he's dangerous still, I think. On the tennis court, though.
How would you two describe David?
Handsome.
So that's it for the State Grade Show episode 4. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all the players for being involved, sending us content, interviews like Miranda tonight. Make sure you get down to the courts this weekend. 2 top of the table clashes, as we said, but also support the push-up challenge. We're very proud to be a community partner with the push-up challenge. Very important. 3,144 push-ups over 23 days. Supporting mental health. There's some very important statistics behind that. Register now. If you're playing Pennant, you can actually register in your team, build the camaraderie off court as well as on court. If you're just a tennis fan, you can also join in with us doing the push-ups. How do you think you're going to go?
Well, I've already done my 25 push-ups and that was probably the maximum for me, but I'll definitely be encouraging everyone else to get involved.
Sounds great. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.